lot of fun and I enjoyed meeting new people. Thank you.
The resources we provide and our work to expand our reach through external collaborations, sponsorships, and partnerships continue to evolve, helping to bring much needed light to those in dark places. Understanding that it oftentimes takes a village, we realize that our obligation is to ensure that our villages are strong, thriving, and equipped to support our future change agents, and S.O.A.R is more than ready for the challenge. Interested in partnering with us? Or perhaps you'd like to sponsor one of our scholars? Well, there are endless opportunities for you to get involved. Visit us on our website at www.letsoarnj.org for more information or contact us at info@letsoarnj.org. Help us pay it forward by planting the seed and watch our scholars' dreams come to life. Together, we accomplish more. Let's soar!
Bye.
Let's go!
All right. Yes, that is our organization. So happy we were able to share that video with you so you could learn a little bit more about what we do. And we are actually going to continue to hone in on our services and what we offer. But I did want to highlight that Miss Rosie is here. She put in the chat box that she is here, our CEO. So I'm sure you're all familiar with her in terms of outreach and the reason why most likely you're here this evening, hearing from her about this wonderful organization and also this series. So she'll be joining us a little bit later to chat with us and talk a little bit about business and entrepreneurship. So I wanted to share with you our infographic that also offers a lot of the information that was shared in that video. Um, a lot of our information in terms of our participation in our programs, our attendance. So I'm actually going to put a copy of the infographic in the chat box for you all to reference at your own convenience. And I'm also going to share the infographic specifically so we could just walk through it a little bit. All right, so as I mentioned, a lot of what you can see on this infographic was shared in the video, but I just wanted to highlight a few things in terms of the business series. This is a 8 weeks length of courses. If we look at the fundamentals track and the advanced track. And over the past 2 years, we've had 72 scholars go through this program. You'll hear us refer to you all as scholars. So anyone who becomes a part of the S.O.A.R family and participates in our either our business and entrepreneurship series or our hospitality and travel series, we refer to you all as scholars. So that's, I'm going to use scholars, pretty much means students, but that's how we refer to you all. So we have had 72 scholars in attendance to date between 2021 and 2023. And we've had 56 graduates. So very high percentage of success in terms of this series. And so I'm just really happy to have you all be a part of it today. So again, the infographic specifically, parents, is in there, scholars, it's in the chat box for you all to reference if you just want to know a little bit more about our organization and all that we do. It will share our internship that we went on this past summer to Jamaica. It'll have some facts in there about that. We have 14 scholars travel to Jamaica with our CEO, Rosie, and our HR administrator, Tiana. It'll talk about all of our parent networking events that we are involved in. And I can show you a little bit of that as well. We got a lot to share, y'all. Got a lot to share. All right, so this is our college tour. So we actually just did a college tour to Delaware State University this past Friday. So there's information in there about that. There's also information in there about our internship, as I mentioned. So this past summer, we went to Jamaica. We have 14 participants in the Grill Jamaica, 9 scholars, 5 chaperones. So it talks about that. We have our testimonials in there from the scholars that were able to be a part of that. And then we also have our quarterly virtual networking events. We have our community events that are listed in the infographic, all the things that we do in the community. We just had our Rock the Block, our annual Rock the Block in Roselle, New Jersey this past September. It was great. We had the community come out for that. Rain or shine, y'all. We had tents out there. We also have our youth gala. So we actually have our gala coming up. So all of our scholars that are a part of our series are welcome to join us at our gala, our annual gala. So this year will be our third gala. We get dressed up, dress to impress, fully decked out, and we just come and just celebrate together. We celebrate our top scholars. All of our scholars get their certificates for being a part of the program. And it's just a way to just come together and honor all of you for being a part of the S.O.A.R family. Thank all of our sponsors and our community leaders for all of their support and help over the year. So it's a really nice time to come together. So I'm sure you will receive lots of communication from our administrators in regards to that. And that's Saturday, December 9th from 5 to 9. So definitely go ahead and save the date. And then again, just going back to a lot of the things that we do within the community, we have Christmas with S.O.A.R. We partner with Amazon, which offers us the ability to hand out free supplies and resources and items that the community needs. And so we're able to really support the community of Roselle and surrounding areas around the holiday times. So we're doing a lot of stuff. Please go ahead and review that infographic within your own time and use it as a way to stay connected with us. All right, sorry not to make you all dizzy as I'm going back to the beginning. So we're going to go back to our presentation. Please feel free to stop me if you have any questions. I do have my chat box open, so I'll be happy to answer any questions that may come up as we go through the information. All right, so this is our team. So as I mentioned, we have our CEO, Rosie McCamery. She is our CEO and founder. This is her vision that has come to life. She is giving back to the community. I won't share too much because I'm sure she'll come on and share a little bit later about her vision for the organization, but it is a powerful one with the ability to give back what she herself experienced as a teenager with a similar program like this and being able to now lead an organization that provides this opportunity to the community. So as I mentioned, she'll be on a little bit later to talk with you all about that. And then we have our Vice President, Leon McCamery, who is also Rosie's husband. We have our Professor Andre, who is our Chief Operating Officer. We have Chastity Kennedy, who is the Curriculum and Instructional Design Director, and she also co-directs with our Chief Operating Officer, Professor Andre. She co-directs the Hospitality and Travel series that occurs in the summer. We have Tiana Garner. You will see her name consistently throughout this series as she will be emailing, calling, communicating with you, updating the WhatsApp about the series. So you'll become very familiar with Miss Tiana. We also have myself, as I've already introduced myself. I've already introduced Professor J.R. Dawkins. He is the Business Management and Technology Design Director and also co-directs the Business and Entrepreneurship series that you have joined this series. And then also we have Naomi Garner, who is our intern as well as our admin. And she herself is also a past scholar of the Business and Entrepreneurship series. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the fundamentals track that you all are on, which the classes will take place from it begins October 2nd today with the orientation, but it will officially begin tomorrow, October 3rd, with class, and it will end on November 28th, and classes will occur from 6:30 to 8 p.m. via Zoom. So you'll always receive a reminder from our administrators concerning the classes with all the Zoom information, what class will occur that day, all the materials you will need, and everything you need to know to support you being present for the class. All right, so specifically about the Fundamentals series, this 4-week course will examine the fundamentals, applications, and best practices of business and entrepreneurship. Essential concepts covered include understanding the differences between products and services, the necessities of profit and customer focus, economic growth, the relevance of financial literacy and freedom, and mastering your elevator pitch. So yes, all of our scholars will do an end of course assessment that will include an elevator pitch. All right, and then for those of you who have signed up for the advanced, this is also a 4-week course and is a follow-up to the fundamentals. So have no fear. You may say, hey, I didn't sign up for the advanced. That's totally fine. A lot of our scholars who sign up with us for the fundamentals enjoy it so much they end up signing up for the advanced. So that's no problem at all. But there is an advanced track that occurs a week from the ending of the fundamentals track. So again, if you want to apply for that, there will be time for you to do that, and we welcome you to do that. The biggest difference with the advance is, of course, it's building on what was learned in the fundamentals block. It offers a deep dive into a lot of what was covered in the fundamentals, and it just expands on that. But you walk away with a resume, which is a part of a requirement of the course. You'll learn about other ways of business writing and how to do a full presentation. So it's a build on that elevator pitch that you would have had in fundamentals, now with a full presentation. And that, so the difference with the fundamentals runs from 6:30 to 8, as our CEO Rosie shared in the chat box, but advanced offers an additional half hour. So those run on Tuesdays and Thursdays, most of the classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30. And then we also offer office hours on Wednesdays. So that's an hour for you to come. That's from 6:30 to 7:30, and that's an hour for you to come and talk with the leaders of S.O.A.R. Some instructors are sometimes on the office hours, and it's just a nice time for you to ask questions and get your questions answered. All right, so specifically looking at the way that the classes are structured. So our fundamentals, again, begins tomorrow, October 3rd, and that's going to be at 6:30. It ends on October 24th, and then the advance will begin on November 2nd and will end on November 28th. So the advance, again, is from 6:30 to 8:30, and the fundamentals, which begins tomorrow, is from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So I'm going to pause here because I shared a lot of logistics, and I just want to see if there are any questions from our scholars or our parents. I'm going to stop sharing so we can see each other and interact, and just let me know if there's any questions I can answer, or anyone on the board can answer for you. Anything? Anything coming to mind? Thank you all for having your cameras on. Go ahead, Savon.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, my mom wanted to know if there are any like college credits offered for this program.
There are no college credits offered yet. That is something that we hope to be able to do in the future. But I can say that through this program, the connections that we are making in the community, like I said, we just went on a college tour this past Friday with Delaware State University. We did another tour back in the beginning of the summer to Lincoln University. So we do have partnerships and connections with universities that, we'd be happy to help solidify those connections for all of our scholars in the future. But that is a goal of ours as an organization. But that was a great question.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks for having your camera on and we can hear your voice. That's always very much appreciated. Anyone else have any questions? It looks like some of you may be taking notes, so that's great. All right. Well, if there's no questions, please feel free to utilize the chat. Be happy to answer any questions that may come up along the way. All right. So then looking ahead to our actual course outline for the series, this gives you an idea of what classes will be covered. So for the fundamentals tomorrow, we will begin with the fundamentals of business that will be taught by Professor Jay, who's on the call tonight, and he's also one of the co-directors for the series. So he will be teaching fundamentals of business, and then he will come back on Thursday and also teach the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. So those two classes will be with him. And then the following week, Professor J, Chef Dre will be teaching the fundamentals applications of business. And then our Professor Rainey will be teaching the applications of entrepreneurship. And then we will have our Professor Tamara, who is a community manager with JP Morgan Chase, right in Roselle, New Jersey. She will be teaching the fundamentals of banking and financial management. And then Professor Kiana will close with the last instructional class with the pitch perfect. So that's where she will give the bread and butter of what it means to give an elevator pitch. And then we have our end of course. That's what EOC means, our end of course business pitch. And that will occur on October 24th. And that will be, again, from 6:30 to 8. So that's a full rundown of the fundamentals track. Then we have a brief break, and then we will jump into the advanced courses. So they're right there on your screen. I don't want to spend too much time reading it out. But as we go through the fundamentals, this screenshot will always be available in your emails. You'll always have it to reference. And then, like I said, every single time there's class, so every Tuesday and Thursday, as well as Wednesday for the office hours. But for every Tuesday and Thursday when there's class, you'll receive an email reminder letting you know what to expect, what class is happening, what materials you need, and all of those things. All right, I see there's some chat going on in the chat box about colleges and universities that you're interested in attending. And I'll just say during the classes, there'll be a lot of time during the sessions that, occur in the evening from 6:30 to 8 for fundamentals and 6:30 to 8:30 for advanced. You'll have lots of time to really converse with all of the instructors, talk to them. That's your time to talk about what your hopes and dreams are, what you desire to do. We want to get to know you a little bit better. We want to get to know what your goals are, how we can help you achieve those goals. So there'll be tons of opportunities for that. We've helped scholars with reviewing their resumes when we get to the advanced track. We've helped scholars help develop their brand, their logo. So we're just really excited to get to know you all a little bit better. All right, so now we're going to meet our instructors, and some of our instructors may be on the call. Some of our board members are on the call. So if you are here, I'm just going to have you say hey. If you're unable to say hey, just put something in the chat box and that'll be fine as well. All right, so these are our instructors for the fundamentals track. And I believe we have Professor Dre and Chef Andre on the call. Either one of you are welcome to say hello or put something up in the chat box. But yeah, if you just want to say hello.
What's going on, scholars? Excited for this new year. And we look forward to teach you guys some incredible information and become part of the S.O.A.R family. Once you're in, you're always in. We look forward to you guys being future ambassadors and going on some of these wonderful internships we'll have coming up for 2024, right? They just came back from Jamaica. So be excited. You're in good company with good family. Appreciate your parents for logging in.
Thanks,
Hey
Professor
everybody,
Andre.
Professor Jay here. Welcome. Excited to see everybody. Glad you were able to join. Looking forward to this week. We're going to be, having some fun while we're learning and exploring. So, be prepared to talk and engage, and definitely come with any questions you may have. So, from a high level, there is a agenda for each class, but there's always time to ask questions and talk about anything that comes on your mind.
All right. Thank you, Professor Jay. All right. And then, as I mentioned, we have our Professor Rainey. She was not able to make the call. She's not feeling well. And our Professor Tamara and Professor Kiana also sends their love to all of you and can't wait to see you. All right. Got some HUs going on in the chat. Fun fact, I actually applied to Hampton and did get in, but I did not go. So a little fun fact about me. All right, so for the advanced, Professor Jay leading the way again with some of our advanced courses. Our Miss C is also on the call, so I will have her. She's actually going to be teaching 2 sessions for the advanced course, Entrepreneurship Mindset, as well as business writing. So I'm going to have her say hello to y'all.
Hi, everyone. I'm actually excited to meet and get to know all of you. And the one thing I ask with all you guys is just be ready to be yourself, have fun, and learn, and actually develop to a next level of yourself while you are actually with us for these series.
I love that. Next level of yourself. Woo! Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. All right, and then we have our CEO, Rosie McCamery. She will be teaching our resume building session. Would you like to say hello, or should we save the best for last?
I usually speak at the end, but I'll say hi, everybody. I'll come back at the end to give my final remarks. Thank you.
Okay. And I have the honor of teaching the last course, which is about perfecting communications through presentations. And so that's just a build on the elevator pitch. So I'll be excited to join you all for that as well. All right. So now we would like to get to know a little bit all of you. So all of you filled out your application, and there were some questions that we asked so we can get to know you all a little bit better. So one of the questions that we asked was, how do you feel this program and your experience as a participant will benefit you? So this is a little game that we call the Who Am I game. So I have all of your responses. I'm going to read them off, and then if you are present, we're just going to ask you to go ahead and identify yourself and your response that we have recorded for you. All right, so I'm just looking at this starting at number 5. Give me 1 second. All right, I will fix that. But let's start with this one. I feel as though this program would benefit me because gaining the knowledge on the topic of business and entrepreneurship could take me very far in life. With the help of your teachers and my peers in this program, I look forward to us being able to feed off of each other's knowledge so that we can all become great business owners and entrepreneurs. Being that we are the next generation of lawyers, shop owners, doctors, and just the future in general, meaning we need to show and outdo the other generations, okay, that came before us with the help of the generations that came before us. Being that I would like to understand and get filled with as much knowledge as possible, I would like to become a part of this amazing opportunity to join the S.O.A.R family. All right. I just want to make sure if your name doesn't match your display name, that's fine, but it will make it a little bit tough to see who's on the call exactly. But if this person would like to reveal themselves, if they are present, please do so. All right, so this was Izani Prasad. So we welcome her to the program and thank her for her wonderful response to that question. All right, so the next one is I feel like this program will help me get prepared and help me for the following academic year. And better yet, seeing that it'll help opportunities for potential internships really is a necessity. I plan in my senior year to go for a college tour in a different state. And just like the senior that was in the email, and creating resumes is something I need because I don't know how to. Oh, you definitely are in the right place, whoever this may be. And they are on the call. So please go ahead and reveal yourself. All right. Well, this is Tatiana. I'm not sure if she's able to unmute, but Tatiana, if you want to unmute and say hello, or you're welcome to drop a note in the chat. All right. So the next one says this program would be good for me because I want to get out of my comfort zone and learn new things that will help me in the future. All right. This was Jamie Andrews. Thank you so much. The last one says, I don't have any real experience work-wise or any exposure doing community service. However, I am interested in gaining new experiences and learning new lessons about what it takes to not only be a part of a business, but to build one. The scholar's in the right place. All right, that is Kavan Campbell. Miss Idona, I'm sorry, am I saying that correctly? Idana, would you like to share a few words?
Honestly, I'm just trying to push my son is Kavan, to get out of his comfort zone and to do something, you know. He doesn't do much. He's like introvert. So I'm trying to force him to join these, not really force him, advising him to join these programs.
Understood. Well, thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for supporting him joining us.
You're welcome.
All right. This program seems to be very useful, and I love the way the program is organized in its own way. I feel like my experience will be really good in this program and make me more knowledgeable and successful. All right, that was Christiana Martino. Thank you so much for her response. I feel this program and my experience as a participant will benefit me by knowing what I'm going to do in the near future. It will also provide me with the skills to start a business or make a business plan. And I think it will provide me with knowledge and skills to live in the real world.
Hello, so So I'm trying to learn new things, and I'm trying to learn more about entrepreneurship and business, and that's why I joined this program. Thank you.
Awesome. And who are you, sir?
Gian Cabrera.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Gian. Thank you for being on camera, participating. Welcome. You're in the right place for learning knowledge and skills and how to live in the real world. Thank you for joining our program. All right. This program will benefit me when it comes to growing in my knowledge and how to run a business and grow as an individual in the work field.
Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Savan. I wanted to join this program, as I said, to grow my knowledge in how to run a business and grow as an individual in the work field, but also because there's a lot of representation in the Black community, and I think that's beautiful. I'm excited. I seen the passion in the presentation I got today, and seeing you guys speak, I'm very happy to be a part of it. So that's why I joined the program.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Savan. All right. So I believe that there are, let me see, 4 more scholars that may be on the call, and I'm going to ask if Magdalena, can you please come off mute and share with us how you think this series will benefit you?
Hi, my name is Magdalena, and I think this series would benefit me because it would help me build up my resume, which I don't really know how to put together, even though I do have a job.
Okay. We'd love to see you, Magdalena. We can't see you, but we hear you. Oh, there you go. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining this series. And yes, you will definitely get the skills and experience you need to build a resume. So thank you so much for joining us. All right. And I see a name that says Nina. Can you please unmute and tell us how you think this program will benefit you?
Hi, yes, I'm Nina. I felt like, well, at first I didn't know what I was walking into because I seen the email pop up on my canvas. So when I came in, I was surprised and I was actually like, this is the program that I've been looking for, helping our community and just, growing as an individual, something that I want to do. And so I was like, wow, like I would love to help and growing my resume and like learning how to do that is something I also want to do. So, and just and as Savannah said, like the passion I seen during the presentation was beautiful. Like I honestly loved it. So it was something that I want to be a part of. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for sharing that. It sounds like you were inspired already, so that's great. Brianna, would you like to unmute?
Hi. I kind of went into this program because I'm really like introverted and really shy. I don't really like to like go on camera and stuff. And like I wanted really to participate in a program and actually learn how to communicate and learn skills such as that to help me build a future in business. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see. Jamie.
Hi, my name is Jamie. I wanted to join this program because I don't really do much, so I wanted to try something to get me like out of my comfort zone and and learn new things about business and about literally anything because I don't do much. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty and transparency. You will do a lot in this series. We won't overwhelm you, but you'll definitely be able to walk away feeling accomplished and like you achieved something. So definitely know that that will definitely be the case. I want to thank Brianna too for her contribution to us as well, and sharing and being transparent about herself. And Miss C actually put in the chat to Miss Idona about and I'm sorry, I know I keep mispronouncing that, Miss Idana, about the program and just her own testimony of her own daughter's experience. So, to have an instructor who knows firsthand what the series is able to do, for our scholars is just such a great benefit. So I thank her for putting that in the chat box as well. Um, all right, and let's see. Andrea, would you like to share? Okay. She might, I'm not sure Andrea even has audio. I'm sure she's able to hear. But Andrea, if you can hear us, please feel free to say hello in the chat. That I heard something. Okay. So before I hand it over to the CEO, Miss Rosie, I'm going to ask if Miss Tiana would also say hello to you all. As I mentioned, she's going to be communicating a lot with you, so just want her to say hello to you all.
Sorry, hit the wrong button. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hello, scholars and parents. Thank you for joining our Business and Entrepreneurship series. We're delighted to have you. Looking forward to working with each and every one of you and just communicating with you. If ever you need anything, I will provide my information in the chat. And those of you who are starting college, or not starting, but will be starting college after this year, maybe. And fun fact, I work for Stevens Institute of Technology. So I just wanted to throw that little plug in there if anyone's interested in a college. So let me know if you're interested and we could talk more about that as well. But excited to see you all here and working with you for the series.
Great. Thank you, Miss Tiana. I guess I should drop that I work for Rutgers University. So I know there was conversations earlier about college opportunities. So there's a few of us on the call who have even our own personal and professional connections to different schools. So definitely utilize the connections. All right, and I think our VP just joined the call. I don't know if he wants to say hello or if he wants to put something in the chat. He might still be commuting. So I'm not sure if he wants to say hello before I hand it over to our CEO. Okay, I'm sure he'll say hello a little bit later.
I'm sorry, I was trying to get myself together. This video thing is not working. But hello, everybody. Hello, my name is Leon McCamery. I am Vice President of S.O.A.R. I'm the husband of Rosie McCamery. Excuse me. I just got off the train, so excuse the lighting, coming from work. But I am a business relationship manager for JP Morgan Chase. I've been working with them for about 8 years. Currently in grad school, getting my master's in business administration. So I should be done by May. But just wanted to wish everybody a great experience, and that's what you're going to have, is a great experience. You're going to enjoy the lessons you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot from the instructors. They have a lot of information. So I would, my best advice for the students and the scholars on here is to listen, be quick to listen to all the information, but also utilize the resources that you're going to have here. Because it's not going to just be for this one course, but it's going to be for the life of S.O.A.R. And we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So definitely want to wish everybody well, and let's soar.
All right. And I think also there is our one of the other curriculum and structure designers, Chastity on the call. Miss Chastity on the call, if you'd like to say hello. Or just wave in the chat. All right. So I'm going to hand it over to our CEO and founder. Go ahead and put up those clap emojis or fill up the chat box with hellos. A lot of you have said you were very inspired to join this series, and I'm almost certain it is because of her inspiring presentation today and her vision for the organization overall. So she's going to go ahead and introduce herself as well as talk a little bit about the expectations for student engagement. So I'll hand it over to her.
Bam, bam, bam. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. This is so amazing. I love it. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the scholars I got to meet at some of the various high schools that I visited. It was so inspiring to meet and speak with you all and get to know a little bit about you. I'm not going to hold you long, although I can talk. I love to talk, but you'll get to know that about me later on. But I do want to just say congratulations in advance, right? You guys made one of the best decisions that you probably could ever have made in participating in this program. And I don't say that, well, I'm a little biased, but I say that because I know that the facts support this statement, right? And I mentioned to the scholars earlier today who I met at Linden High School that, we back our word. Right. So whatever we say we're going to do, we're going to do that. And then some. We are now your support system. We will become your mentors, your advisors, your ears, your eyes, whatever it is that you need us to be for you guys. That is what we will become for you. Right. That's the expectation that we set for ourselves. Those are the standards that we have for ourselves, and those are the standards that you should uphold us to, right? And take my word for it, right? Once SOAR, always SOAR. I said it earlier, and then our COO, who wasn't even in the meeting today, piggybacked and said the same thing, because that is, in fact, our motto. Once SOAR, always SOAR. So I just want to, congratulate you all for participating in the program. As you can hear, I have a very active 3-year-old and 8-year-old in the background, and so I do apologize in advance for that. But I apologize. But I'm super excited. So let's just get a little bit into really quickly the standards, right, that we set for the organization, or for this program, more specifically. The program is free. It's 100% free. It does not come at a cost to any of you all, and that is intentionally done because we don't want to delay your learning and your ability to grow and to soar, right? Pun intended, right? We don't want to delay that for the, because there's not a financial opportunity there, or there's not any, financial windows or doors of opportunity open for you guys to explore, right? We're going to provide this program free of charge for you because we believe in who we are and what we do, and we believe more importantly in you. We don't know you, but we believe in your ability, right? Based on the information that we have found out about the scholars, our past scholars, and those who are coming on after, we believe in your ability. We believe in you, right? And so we're going to bridge generational wealth gaps. We're going to break stigmas. We're going to do a lot together, and we are going to empower. We are going to embrace. We are going to encourage, because that is what we do as an organization. And so the expectation is that you're going to get what you put in, right? So Ms. Latoya says it best. I love it when she says it. You get out of it what you put into it. And so I strongly encourage you all to participate, to engage. It is a little too quiet for me on this line tonight, because you'll get to know me very well. I'm very energetic, as is most of our team here on this line. So I need that energy matched. I need you all to match that, and I need you all to come with your A game. We already talked about, some of the opportunities that we provide with the Top Scholar Award. We also have the Executive Board Award that I didn't mention in our presentation, but we also have that. We also have internship opportunities, y'all. I showed a video during our presentation today about one of our scholars' experiences. It's called an impact video, when we went to Negro, Jamaica. So these are things that we provide. We also provide, I know Ms. Latoya mentioned it, the HBCU college tours specifically, right? Because we don't get enough recognition for our HBCU colleges. Shout out to our HBCU grads here on the line today, Miss Cassidy. I don't know if she was able to speak, but she is a Howard University grad. She's also working on her doctorate degree in speech pathology. And so she is definitely one you guys want to tap into if you're interested in that. And any of the others, most of us on here are educated and, well-versed in our respective fields. And so, we're excited to be here. Fun fact, used to work for Rutgers University, 8 years strong, 8.5 years rather strong. And I quit my job so I could do SOAR full time. How about that? That's the passion that I have in what we do. And that's how much I believe in this program and in you guys. So come with your A game. Cameras have to be on every single class. We talked about it in the presentation today and in prior presentations that I've done. Come with your cameras on. Come ready to engage. Come ready to be stimulated, right? We, academically, business, wise, we want to make sure that you all are getting a well-rounded experience. And so, again, you guys have to meet us there, though, right? We're only going to be able to do so much. We need you all to engage with us. We need you all to participate, and then again, we talked about the top scholar, right? Your top scholar, we gauge, or we decide on the top scholar based on various components and aspects of your overall engagement, your overall production in the class, right? Activity and just being engaged, just being there, just being present. Participation, attendance is another huge one, right? You can only miss one class. You do not get recognized as a top scholar if you miss any classes, right? Because attendance is huge on our list, right? Attendance is huge for school, but we're the same way. Attendance is huge on our list. And then just stepping up and going above and beyond, to really prove that you want to be here, to earn your place here in this organization. And so, what else? Your mic, mics are going to be muted until, you want to talk, but definitely cameras on. If I'm missing anything, Mr. Toya could definitely, piggyback and let me know what I'm missing or what I neglected to mention. There's so much information, so I don't want to information overload you. I just want to congratulate you. I want to tell you guys that you have done, a great thing in participating in this program. You will not be disappointed. Once SOAR, always SOAR. I want to thank our executive team. I want to thank Ms. Latoya for a phenomenal job always. And then for our executive team, right? We work hard and tirelessly, effortlessly to really get these programs ready for you guys to engage and for you guys to learn and really get the best out of this experience. And so I want to say kudos to our partner instructors on the line and to everyone, to our parents. Thank you so much for entrusting these scholars, in our care for the next 4 to 8 weeks. We appreciate that, right? We really, really do. And stick with us. We got so much going on. Nina, I heard you when you said how you love to help and you just want to, be a part of the community and you want to do things that are going to help the community and help strengthen, right? And empower. And I love that. I love that because that's what we're all about. So we do offer the volunteerism opportunities and so much more. So stick with us and we love you. Thank you. Back to you, Ms. Latoya.
All right, give it up, give it up. Our CEO, Rosie. I told you she was going to come with even more. All right, so I know with that, you're all feeling really good and inspired to begin this series. You will not be disappointed. So just everything Miss Rosie has already said. Just keep in mind your attendance, come ready to engage, come with your cameras on, and come on time. That also is very helpful for the instructors so we can really spend all the time available. We know you have other commitments, and so we want to make sure we best utilize the time that we have reserved for the series. So there's a few more logistical things that we'd like to go over. We don't want to overextend the time, but I'm going to ask if our Miss Tiana, she did put some information about the WhatsApp, but I'm just going to ask her if she could just share a little bit about that because that is another way for you all to stay engaged and up to date and interact with us.
Thank you, Ms. Latoya. Yes, everyone. I won't say too much more. I did put in the chat. I asked if you don't already have a WhatsApp account, if you could create one. This is another way that we're using to meet with you all and talk with you and chat with you. Probably more a quicker way to do it. Sometimes, emails, you might not get it right away, or, maybe you're not able to answer the phone when we reach out. So we want to use WhatsApp. It's been very successful in the past, so we're hoping that you'll be able to connect with us on WhatsApp. It should be more of a requirement because it really does help us to stay engaged with you and just quickly. So I would ask if you could go ahead and sign up. If you don't, what will happen is when I reach out, I will invite you to. So that will give you an opportunity to be able to join then, and then we'll connect you with our group chat that we will create, and it will include all of your scholar peers and instructors. So any questions you have about homework or details of the course can be answered there, and that is as well for the parents. If you're interested, we can add you as well to the chat so that we can all communicate together and stay on the same page. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Tiana, for that information. She did also earlier put her contact information in the chat. So if you had any questions and you wanted to reach out to her, please feel free to do so. All right, I'm going to now hand it over to Professor Jay. He's going to talk a little bit about Google Classroom. And this is another way for you to stay engaged with us and access your materials for the series.
Hey everybody. So you should have gotten invites, each of everyone, to Google Classroom. I believe there's only one person who had a school email, so I wasn't able to send it to you. But everyone else that had like a Gmail should have received the invite. So it would have came directly from Google. It would have said something like you're invited to fundamentals and of business and entrepreneurship. So you just want to accept the invite, and that way you will have access to the class material. In the Google Classroom, that's where the assignment's going to come from. So as we go through each day, each class will have some websites that I reference, PDFs that I reference, and you'll be able to just go back and review there and save those documents for your notes in the future. So definitely look for the Google Classroom email. If you didn't get it, let us know, and we could make sure that we have your email correct. We sent it to the email that was used on your application. So whatever email was there, that's what we used. If you want us to use a different one, just let us know. And I'm gonna drop in the chat the S.O.A.R email to send any questions or thoughts. You could email us at info@S.O.A.R.NJ.org. That is pretty much all I have on there. Again, for the classes, you can always go back to Google Class to review my source of truth. So everything that I teach on, I have the document there in Google Class as a reference. So you could always go back there to go over what we learned for that day. I see Savant's asking about the WhatsApp number.
Sure. Ms. Tiana will respond in the chat. Thanks, Savon.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Professor Jay, for that. We are at the end of our presentation. I'll open this up for closing remarks from our CEO or anyone on the board who would like to share closing remarks. And I'll also open up this time for any questions that any of you may have.
I just want to say once again, come ready to learn, come ready to have the best experience of your life, because that's what we anticipate providing, right? And so we are looking forward to working with you guys starting tomorrow, and we're going to hit the ground running with our Fundamentals of Business class at 6:30 p.m. So come ready to learn and to engage and to just have fun. We also want to have fun with this too, right? So thank you all again for participating, and thank you everyone on the line for joining tonight.
And Rosie, did you mention Top Scholar details beyond Top Scholar, or are you waiting on that?
I did. No, I actually did. We talked
Okay,
about the
okay,
Top
cool,
Scholar.
cool.
Yep, we talked about Top Scholar again, what we're looking for in the Top Scholar, how participation, engagement, attendance, all of that is highly reviewed and discussed and considered when we consider our top scholar, to include your end of course rather, or your final project, if you will. There are two projects that you'll be presented with that you can work on throughout the series. And so we'll be, we'll identify based on how well you do from beginning to end, really from beginning to end. And again, attendance is a main factor in order to be considered top scholar, because it is something that is set apart and something that we highly, I don't want to say scrutinize, but that we highly regard. Attendance is something that we take into heavy consideration. So just FYI for that.
Mm-hmm. And participation. So definitely cameras on, and we're going to be conversing. So we're going to be talking through each topic, because there's definitely a lot more retention when we're able to talk about it. We could go back and forth and just solidify the learning for each other. So it won't be a whole time of like the instructor just talking the whole time. So we're definitely looking for this to be a portion where we might introduce a new idea, then we're going to talk about the new idea together, then we move on to the next section.
All right. Well, we definitely want to thank you all for joining us this evening. And as it's been stated multiple times from our CEO and other members of the board, you are now a part of the S.O.A.R family. So consider yourselves a part of us. We're so happy to have you here. We're so excited to walk alongside you in this journey on getting to the next level, right? The next level of yourself, as Miss C said. So please come ready to put energy in so you can get good energy out of the series and stay connected with us. Please keep your eye on your emails. Miss Tiana will reach out to you on how to stay connected with us through the WhatsApp. Definitely go ahead and accept the invite for the Google Classroom. So you have just a few logistical things to confirm before we get started with class. If there's anyone that joined us on the call because you just wanted to hear about the program before actually making the final decision of joining the program, definitely email us at info@letssoarnj.org if you would like information about the registration form. There are some newer names that I see on the call that I did not see on the registration list. So definitely go ahead and reach out to us. But I'm pretty sure you're here because you received communication from us. So more than likely you do have the application already. So if you're ready to make that commitment and join us, please feel free to do so. And we look forward to you also joining our business and entrepreneurship series. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, thank you, Miss McDuffie. Awesome. Can you please share your child's name? Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. I will have to definitely learn how to properly pronounce that name.
It's Ziani.
Ziani. Perfect. All right. Well, we're happy to have Ziani. Yes, we did read her submission earlier, just to get to know her a little bit better. She has shared what she hopes to benefit out of this program on her application. So we're really excited to have Ziani in our program, and thank you for joining us this evening. So we are done for tonight. We'll see you all tomorrow at 6:30 with Professor Jay for Fundamentals of Business. Here we go, y'all. We're fully on the way. So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful evening. Everyone come off mute. Say bye. Don't be shy.
Bye. Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye, you too.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.